Don't be surprised if I stutter a lot, even more than I usually do for this video, because this theory is not really a theory, really. It's more of just a run over. Or, I mean, it is. It's just... Let's just get into it. Black Mirror. Black Mirror. The Amazing Mirror, but black. Yeah, let's end the video. No. Anyway, but, for real, there's some really weird lore going on with this thing. So the Black Mirror randomly appears at the end of Team Kirby Clash. Not in, the Super Kirby Clash, only in Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. It just randomly appears at the very end of the game. It's a part of it now, for some reason. First of all, I swear there was a cutscene where Tyranza summons Dark Tyranza, but that doesn't exist. It just shows it in a storybook form. So Tyranza brought the Dark Mirror, so he was troubled. So Tyranza, as most people probably know, is one of like the most depressed characters in the Kirby franchise. Because, I mean, there aren't even really that many depressed characters in the Kirby franchise. And he still hasn't given up on Sectonia. And somehow the Black Mirror is going to give him his wish. Somehow that's going to help him revive Sectonia. He's tried a lot of things. He's tried the wishing, whatever that was called. He's tried the Black Mirror. He's tried, Kirby Star Allies, the place where Void Termina gets resurrected. I don't remember the name of it. It's something specific. Now, he goes. Tyranza is, for one thing, Tyranza has a really nice looking color palette in this game. He goes to bring back Sectonia with the mirror. The closest thing he got was bringing back her colors. As you can see, Dark Tyranza here does look like he's got the right colors of Queen Sectonia. That's only in her B form. Who knows if Tyranza even wanted that? Probably not. I wouldn't want to be reminded of the monster that I accidentally turned my girlfriend into if I was Tyranza. But Dark Tyranza, now that's an important thing. Most people think that the Black Mirror, is a different mirror entirely. Is just some other mirror with even weirder stuff. My first thought is that while the Amazing Mirror mirrors things, the Black Mirror is just some twisted nonsense dimension, because that's not really much of a mirror. Dark D Mind, why? If King Deity looked into a mirror, he doesn't become Dark Mind. That doesn't make sense. Now, keep in mind Dark Tyranza. Dark Tyranza, Dark Meta Knight, I don't know why, but Shadow Kirby. I don't know why the others are called Dark Tyranza, and then there's Shadow DDD and Shadow Kirby, but if they have Shadow or Dark in their name, they're probably from the Amazing Mirror. Now, this Dark Tyranza, is from the Dark Mirror, as you obviously know. We know that for a fact. But what about Shadow Tyranza or Dark Tyranza from the Amazing Mirror? Then now there's two Dark Tyranzas, and now it's confusing. Or is it? Or are there two Dark Tyranzas? Can that go away? Thank you. I hate looking at that stupid thing. Oh, perfect. There are not two Dark Tyranzas. That wouldn't make any sense. There might be a parallel Tyranza, because parallel bosses exist too, which are also super confusing and might get a theory one day, even though there's nothing else to really theorize about. But And then you have, like, this just feels like an even more edgy, even darker black. I mean, it's the Black Mirror. The Amazing Mirror mirrored things after Dark Mind took over. Only. It used to reflect things in general, but then it only reflected bad things. So, having a Black Mirror, this is probably one edgy mirror. With edgy people, completely insane people. There's nothing else to really talk about in Dark Torrent, so let's get to the big one. King D-Mind. What is up with King D-Mind? Why King Dedede and Dark Mind mixed together? And I'm confused why they went with a shiny green color swap for his EX form. What is that about? But let's just stop saying what if blah 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 blah. Let me just get to the theory. I don't think that this is a different mirror. This is the same mirror. Think about Shadow D. There is no doubt that Dark D-Mind is just Shadow Dedede, but with Dark Mind now. It does the same things, same attacks, same hammer, same everything. Everything is the same. Even brings in one of those axes when it gets... Can you stop, phone? It brings in one of those axes when it's in second phase. But the only difference is when it opens its body. Yeah, that's just a thing that Shadow Dedede can do. There's Dark Mind there. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. Sure, it might look a little bit different, but that's the only new attack. That's the only new anything. Shadow Dedede said that his real enemy was the darkness in his own heart, and King Dedede being reflected is probably the most evil reflection out of the main Kirby group. Kirby's a hero, him getting reflected. Kirby is so pure and so good that him being reflected didn't even make him evil. It just made him cowardly. Which, suck on that, people who think that Kirby is evil. Frickin' Pat. Yeah, hold up for a minute. I don't know what the heck is happening to the screen, but I guess that's just what the screen looks like now. It says, Shadow Dedede's description says that his real enemy was the darkness in his own heart. Like what I was saying. Meta Knight may be edgy, but he's not evil. And since this is reflecting bad things, that doesn't mean that the nicest person becomes the worst person. It just reflects it terribly. And the worst person becomes the nicest person. Dedede is mixed, but he's definitely out of the three characters that we have official shadow forms for. King Dedede is definitely the most evil. Because you look at Shadow Kirby, other than his retcon version, which we'll get to that in the next video, because that got really confusing. Shadow Kirby and Dark Meta Knight don't just simply appear to be gray versions. Gray, black, I guess, red, all kinds of silver, all that colors. Shadow Dedede, though, looks like a genuine monster. He is. Like, Shadow Kirby doesn't do anything. Dark Meta Knight can, like, transform into 4 different ones, but that was revealed that Meta Knight can do that too in Kirby Fighters 2. But Shadow Dedede just has all these crazy powers. He can, like, rip open his body, like I said, create a axe out of thin air that fires tons of crazy projectiles. He bleeds. That's another thing. Other than Zero, residents of the mirror are the only characters in Kirby that bleed. Both Shadow Dedede and Dark Meta Knight bleed, so that's weird. Like, he's genuinely evil. even if you compare him to Parallel Deity, who also looks pretty evil, Shadow Deity's eyes are just these typical angry, white, soulless eyes. It's completely black in the skin. His hammer logo is just a spiral. I don't know what that means. Now, think about Darkmind. If you watch Meteor's videos, and this is no new thing to you, I mean, the people watching this probably watch Meteor's videos. If you don't watch Meteor's videos, what are you doing? Go watch them. Meteor's with a Z, just so you know. And you know that Darkmind, and as well as just the rest of the Mirror world, or no, just Darkmind and Dark Meta Knight are different from all the other Kirby villains because think about the name, Dark Mind, they infect the mind. So, and Shadow Deity's mind is already infected. Now, we don't know for sure that Dark Mind can possess people himself. We know that dark matter and all those can do that, but we don't know. But now we kind of do. Let me just get to what I'm saying. The Black Mirror is the amazing mirror after Dark Mind has taken over. Remember, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror is technically the one game where Kirby has failed. Kirby may have defeated that Dark Mind temporarily. Can you stop turning off? But his effects didn't go away. The place is still rotting. It's nothing. Like, you go to fight Dark Meta Knight. Everything is just chaos, broken, with some crazy pink nonsense in the background. Everything is just broken land. That's all it is. Now, Shadow Deity had nothing to lose being possessed by him, so he probably didn't care. He was the easiest because if Dark Mind is if he picks his target based on who's broken in the mind, it's definitely Shadow Deity. So what I'm saying is King D Mind is not a new character and the Black Mirror is not a new mirror. It's the same old mirror, but Dark Mind has possessed Shadow Deity and taken over the mirror world, because no one really lives there anyway. Nothing is there. It's all just death, destruction, and Dark Meta Knight, who is an edgelord, and then Dark Mind. But now, and this also makes sense because the colors have been drastically changed. Dark D Mind sports purple and yellow, and so does Dark Tyranza. And now the mirror is... Okay, the mirror being black just represents its evil. Okay, that was a mouthful. There's the thing... That may have been a mouthful, but this video is running pretty short, so I have something else to just throw in there. This really cool, almost boss fight-like level in Raymond Adventures. Ha, you thought you could escape my Raymond content, did ya? No, I'm too smart for you. Although I might not want to do this because I might run out of time and then it gets to 15 minutes and then I can't upload this video. Okay, I know you came for Kirby lore, but there's no reason we can't talk about something else as well. I figured out that I saw it coming, but I figured out for certain that Raymond Adventures is an infinite game, so that series is done, except the genuinely new stuff, like I said. That's all I'm posting. Once we advance. The only real way to beat this game is to get all the Incrediballs. Okay, are we back? If I die here, we'll just stop. Okay, we're stopping. Bye.